Since the beginning of time, humanity has been at the mercy of the elements. Weather and climate drive economic activity and, at the same time, financial risk. Risk as we attempt to grow our food, to heat our homes, or to deliver our goods to market. Risk from powerful storms that ravage coastlines, or droughts that cause starvation and conflict. Weather has always had an effect on mankind, and we must adapt our lives and businesses to the climate in which we live. But how is a business to minimize risk from weather or climate? How might a government agency plan for disaster? What knowledge is needed to develop a strategy? It is critical to know where we are vulnerable to weather factors so that we can define our problem and assess the risk. In order to assess the risk, we need to understand the weather processes that affect us, how these processes are predicted, and the limits of those predictions. This understanding will allow us to choose weather and climate data that are both readily available and ideally suited to our problem. At the same time, we need to understand how to exploit these data to provide actionable information to guide our strategic and operational decisions, guaranteeing an agile and informed response to weather risk. How can we become educated to make the best use of this knowledge? Penn State University is designing online weather risk management courses to be available on our schedule, delivered where we are, and geared toward our industry with information relevant to the problems that we face. With this education, we could define our problem, identify risk factors, and consider uncertainties. Understand weather processes that affect our industry and how these factors are forecast. Know which weather data is important, how to obtain it, and the implications of probabilistic forecasting. Finally, we can formulate a strategy to face our problems, to protect us from losses, to take a strategic advantage over the situation. No matter what sector of industry or government is your concern, data and strategies can help to prepare for both catastrophe as well as opportunity. Furthermore, we can pass this information on to our clients and partners, improving our value to them as well as our own bottom line. It all starts with education.